If I would have to define success, I would say that success is not what I thought it was when I was a young child growing up. And the older I get, the more I realize that success is really not related to material goods. It's not related to a title. It is related to feeling successful as a human being. I cannot, and I realize that I cannot and I should not value and rate my success by what my net worth is. I would venture to say that at this point, success is really what you can do to change the world. If you have made a difference in the world, you have made a mark in the world that nobody else in the world has made, and nobody else in the world can make, because I am an individual, everyone has this ability, then I have been successful. And I have to know that this is a work in progress. This success does not end with one achievement. All the years that God has given me on this earth, and we all hope, each and every one of us hopes and prays that they are many and fruitful, healthy ones, happy ones. It's a work in progress. We are always achieving further success. And the more we strive towards that, the more we're able to make a dent in the world. The ultimate success, I would say, if you asked me, when did I feel the most successful in my life? I would say it was when I achieved something good for somebody else. And in that achievement, I felt the most successful and the most accomplished myself. Everything we do in life can go two ways. And I believe that as human beings, we measure our success by what the next step that we have reached, the next step that we have attained. So there certainly are levels in attaining and reaching success. Certainly, you know, the famous rags to riches story, that's definitely a success story. The question is really if that is what makes us content and happy with success, or do we realize that we can then take this success, whatever God gave us, and take it to a higher level? So if one achieves the American dream, or whatever dream it is, of amassing a fortune and building an empire, they were very successful in that area. But the question is now, what is that human being? What am I going to do with that success? Am I going to keep amassing more money? What is the end result? And I really believe that success is really, it's really an end to a means. It's really a means to an end. It is not the means itself is something that gets us to an end point. And we think about what would I want the world to know me as, having been a successful person. I would really hope that instead of myself knowing that, or people knowing that I brought a fortune of money to a company or to a family or to a country or to university or whatever it is, it was something that had a further ripple effect. If that was the success, then I would pray that that success was able to help somebody else. Perhaps this money was able to give a scholarship to a student who was then able to go on and find success on his own. So it's really about achieving something that goes a lot farther than just what we see here in the physical realm. I think that every human being has potential and the ability to be successful. I believe that often, if not always, at least at the certain parts of our lives, we stumble upon things that prevent us from being successful. And if we really look into seeing what those things are, I'll speak about myself, but I do believe it is across the board. I think that I am the biggest impediment to my own success. If I cannot be successful in something that I am striving for, perhaps I am not striving hard enough, or I have not put the end of my line of vision at something that I really care enough about, that I would really put myself all out. And I think if you speak to people who have really achieved success in their lives, and I mean success that is the ripple effect success, not just a monetary gain, they will tell you that there have been times where they felt like failures, But really, the failure is what was the impetus to make them successful, unless they were happy with failure. So we really are our own very best friend, or we can be our own worst enemy. As long as we don't let ourselves get in the way of our success, we can really achieve everything we want. I am one of those people that believes that everything is possible. If you want to achieve something, you have the ability to achieve it. You may need, and you most likely will need, help from other places. Those are maybe people, those may be opportunities, those may be places that you stumble upon. But if you use all the gifts that God has put here in this world for each and every one of us to tap into, we can achieve whatever we want to achieve. Because I believe that the driving force that gives us the will to achieve what we want to achieve is really our soul telling us that this is our mission. And if I know and I feel that this is my mission, I will find a way to do it. Occasionally in life, we encounter times where something that holds us back from our professed achievement. It could be an obstacle or something that's in our way, and it may make us wonder, perhaps this is not where I should be going. Maybe this is not the path that I should be taking. And I think that is possible. However, there is a very fine line between that and between the part of me that is afraid to achieve the success, that might be telling me, perhaps this is not really where you want to go. You may want to go elsewhere. That's why I believe that every human being needs to have a mentor that they are connected to, that they can discuss things that are very close to their hearts and souls and minds, and see if they are going in the right direction. Being that we are only human, we're mere mortals. Therefore, yes, it is possible that I may have set my mind to do something that is perhaps, maybe I'm not capable of it because it's not my mission in life. But if I have someone I trust, that's my mentor, my guide, somebody that understands me on a real intrinsic core level, and they believe in me and they guide me and they say, I believe this is just, it's your mind playing tricks on you, I would go with what they're saying. If I have set my mind to do something that people who are wiser than me and understand me and they say, you're barking up the wrong tree, I think the right way to go would be for me to say, well, they're in this with me. Maybe I am looking for the wrong success, but that does not stop me from looking for the right success. We just have to switch channels perhaps, take a different course, but there is something that I have to strive for. I absolutely feel very strongly that for someone to have real success, lasting success, success that will really make them feel accomplished, they have to search for something that is really intuitive to them. And the best way for a human being to know and to be sure, and beyond a shadow of a doubt as much as is humanly possible, to know that they're in the right direction is to consult with a mentor that they understand, that they respect, and it's a mutual relationship. And together, we always say together we're greater than the sum of our parts. It's very true, and it's particularly true when it comes to making a life choice. And, reaching for success is really a life choice, even though on the trajectory, our success may, what we think is success, it may change with our age, with our, with whatever happens in our lives, but it has to be something that's really grounded, and the extra added measure of support from someone who really understands us is something that is very vital.
If you like that video, hit the subscribe button and notification bell below for hours of the best Jewish content online.